Hello, I'm Beth, your resident music nerd, back with a deconstruction from the musical Hadestown. The song we're looking at today has the title of Hadestown in its own title, Way Down Hadestown. So let's go board a train and get started. Starting off, I love these tight harmonies and a slide that happens while the Fates are singing. Also, their voice is just incredible, amazing meshes. So they're singing, guess it's time to go. Instead of just going, time to go, they scoop up to it, guess it's time to go. And it's really cool, really jazzy, and this whole song is very, very jazzy, and I love that. Also, I really love the piano vamp because instead of just going like bum 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 bum, and that's my version of being robotic, just bum 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 underneath all the singing, there's some more of a rhythmic element to it. Instead of going bum 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 bum, it's more of a bum bum da 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 dun. Da-da-da-da-da, so it adds little extra jazzy rhythms to this, which I love so much. And also, I'm going to link a video in my description of Anaïs Mitchell talking about the inception of this music and how she wanted to evoke a very New Orleans big band jazz feeling with this song, which I think she did a great job of it. It's super jazzy. So we're going to listen for the scoop on go and a great piano vamp. Let's go.
Track.
Oh, come on!
There was a train coming up from way down below.
That was not 6 months.
Better go get your suitcase packed. Guess it's time to go.
She's gonna ride that train.
Ride that train.
She's gonna ride that train.
Ride that train.
She's gonna ride that train to the end of the line. 'Cause the king and the...
So there we go. And also, can we talk about André His voice is amazing! I also really love this cool little touch that he does. He adds, like, an extra, like, aspirated H, like a sound when he says, hound dogs howl, and I think it's really cool. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but it adds, like, an extra punch to it, and I think it's very fun. Let's listen to it now.
Down under the ground, hound dog howl and the whistle blow.
I love that. We're gonna listen to it one more time. It just adds so much character.
Hound dog howl and the whistle blow. Train come a-rolling, clickety-clack.
And we still have that piano in there. Speaking of piano, we're gonna listen to an awesome piano solo here, and I'm just gonna be here being like, because I can't mimic what the piano's doing with my hands, so we're just gonna listen to it. It's gonna be great. Anyways, this piano is great. It has a very ragtime feel, so much jazz. Again, Anaïs Mitchell does a great job of evoking this jazzy feeling. Also that horn. I love that so much. The piano is so good. Now we're getting into one of Persephone's verses, and I love Amber Gray's voice. I think her vibrato is so unique. It's very, like, warbly, but how can I say this? It's not an annoying warble. Does that make any sense? Sometimes I think warbles can be too annoying. Like, sometimes vibrato can be too much. It's like if the note is here and you have some vibrato here, it sounds really nice. But if it's going, like, all up and down, you can't even tell what the note is, and then it just gets almost grating. Here, Amber Gray sounds amazing. Her voice sort of like does a bit of a warble, but it's always focused, and it just sounds so good. Anyways, I hope that explained it well enough. You'll hear it. Basically, short TLDR, I love Amber Gray's voice. Also, speaking of some fun things she does, I love how she sort of just like throws out this word. She goes, of my husband coming for. So instead of going like, of my husband, she goes, she just sort of throws it out, and then, I don't know if hearing André is sort of like hounds, sort of like made me tune into this a lot, but I did notice that Amber Gray also does a lot of like growly sounds, and this is kind of a thing, she does this in Great Comet too, so I think this is one of her things, and it sounds so good. So when she says, down there, it's a bunch of stiffs, she growls on down, so down there, it's a bunch of stiffs. I can't do it, but like she growls on down and she growls on stiffs, and it's so cool. Like you can hear the exasperation in her voice. Also, it just sounds super cool. So we're gonna listen to these fun things by Amber Gray.
Winter's night and summer's o'er. Hear that high and lonesome sound of my husband coming for to bring me home to Hadestown. Way down, Hadestown, way down underground. Down there it's a bunch of stiffs. Brother, I'll be bored to death. Gonna have to import some stuff just to entertain myself.
Alright, and I love that a horn solo happened, so it's really cool to me that instead of just going straight from the chorus right into the verse, there's a little time for this really cool horn solo, and then what's extra cool is that horn keeps playing while André is singing. We're gonna listen to it right now.
Down, Hadestown, way down underground.
Next up, we have some more amazing harmonies from the Fates. Again, their harmonies are just so tight, they sound great. They also do another slide, so they go drum, which is a great callback to the first jazzy slide they did at the beginning of the song on Go. After that, we have a couple stops, and this is when everything, like the entire band, the entire orchestra, just stops, and we only have someone singing. In this case, it's André and then the music comes back in, and it stops again. And I think that's really cool from a momentum point of view, because everyone's been having sort of a very jazzy time, we've been singing a lot, it's been cool, and then the stop draws attention not only to the singer, but also to the lyrics. And here the lyrics are, everyone's hungry, everyone's tired, it's actually really bad in Hadestown. And so it makes you go, oh, yikes, I should pay attention to that, because this entire song is a really cool dichotomy or opposites of actually pretty dark lyrics, but really fun music. Because everyone's sad that Persephone is going back down to the underworld, but it's being sung in a very jazzy, fun way, like a happy jazz rather than a melancholic jazz. And that's really cool because I, again, wanted to bring up something I learned from the video that I'm going to link in the description, is that Anaïs Mitchell said that she actually realized when Rachel Chavkin choreographed the entire thing that Persephone is attending her own funeral. And that's so cool. And this is like a funeral celebration, kind of. So again, dark lyrics, fun music, all the stops come in to make you realize, oh, the lyrics are actually dark. Let's listen to all these things.
Every little penny in the wishing well, every little nickel on the ground, all them shiny little heads and tails, where do you think they come from? They come from way down, Hadestown, way down under the ground.
Everybody hungry, everybody tired, everybody slaves by the husband's brow. The rage is nothing and the work is hard, it's a graveyard in Hadestown, way down.
So there you go, some cool slides and some cool dichotomies between the lyrics and the music. To wrap up, I love the ending of the song, because the whole song everyone's been jamming out, jazzy, it's great, and then everything slows down or goes through a retardando, that's your music theory term of the day, and everyone sings one last time, under the ground, but instead of just staying on one note, like ground, while the instruments do their thing, the people, the singers, also sing down the scale. So it goes under the ground. So we go down the scale while the instruments are jamming out and doing their thing. And what's cool is everyone is sliding in between the notes. So yes, they're going stepwise down the scale, but sliding in between each step. Again, more slides, more jazziness. It's super cool. Let's listen to it.